morning, everyone. This is Practically Writing with Sarah Berman. We are up to episode 7. Can you believe that? Today, I'm recording during the day. That's right. Vampire Chick's a daywalker today. There's a reason for this. I have a metric ton of events going on this month, and for some reason, people only want to meet during the daylight. So I have adjusted my sleep schedule accordingly. Today we're going to talk about the first of the 3 weekends that I have going on this month. That first thing is writers' conferences. Writers' conferences are generally hosted by an organization. A lot of them are done by conventions or writers' organizations or even like educational institutions. So there's a lot of variety of writers' conferences out there, and there's a lot of things that you can get out of writers' conferences. Writers' conferences usually have a selection of educational material, such as how to write your book as a blog. Yes, I've taken that class. How to use MailChimp to put out a newsletter. How to use BookBub. Screenplay writing techniques, plotting techniques. There's just a huge variety of classes that can be offered at these conferences, and it's always a really great idea to see what the classes are offered before you sign up for one. The other thing that you can get from conferences is that many conferences allow you to network with editors, publishers, and agents. Most conferences even have pitch sessions that you can sign up for. And that means that you actually get to sit in front of an agent or a publisher and pitch your book. I almost always do a pitch session, at least one, because even if nothing ever comes of it, that's really good practice. Most of the agents and publishers who do these things are extremely nice. They are wanting to help. They are willing to give you advice. They are, yes, they're looking for a book, but they are also looking to foster good writing. So they're going to help you out a lot. A lot of the times, one of the agents or publishers will also be one of the people giving one of the classes. So it's a really great chance to get to know people in the industry and ask those questions that it's really hard to find the answer to anywhere else. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on yourself with your pitches. I almost always pitch books that I haven't even written yet. It's a way for me to gauge the interest level that those books would warrant once I get them written. It helps me prioritize my writing. It's also really great practice because I'm a total introvert and I don't like talking to people. So it helps to have somebody who is going to be generous with their time and going to be compassionate about what I'm trying to do in order to practice for those times that may not be the case. So I highly recommend a pitch session anytime you get the chance, just because. Writers' conferences are also a really great way to interact with other authors in your area. And this is extremely important because authors, it's such a lonely field. I mean, our job is literally to be alone and to write for so many hours a day. There's only so much networking that we can do on the internet, and for those of us who are in less populated areas, it can be really hard to find a group of writers to interact with on a regular basis. A writers' conference lets me get out and see who else is writing in the area and what they're writing on. And even if we're not writing on the same stuff, and we're usually not, I find that writers are extremely happy to share information, to support each other when they meet face-to-face like that. I actually have quite the reputation at the writers' conferences. It's the lipstick. I'm known as the girl with the green lipstick. It's not green today. By getting to know my local authors and writers and the local writing group, I've been able to leverage that into some opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise had. And that includes book conferences, marketing opportunities, book signings, reading events, that kind of thing. And that stuff is more valuable than gold when it comes to selling your books. There is a very specific reason why I'm going to the Writers' Conference this year. This group actually has 2 conferences a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. The spring conference is the bigger one. They decided to expand their conference to include additional classes. This year, because I have managed to somehow make friends with so many people involved in the running of the organization, they asked me to do a class on author takeovers. As you may well know, I just recently did a video on author takeovers. Now, I'm not saying that one led to the other, but I have been pretty vocal about my participation in these events. And since it's something that a lot of authors really don't know that much about, I think they kind of tagged me as being the local expert on author takeovers. So I will be giving a class during the conference on how to do author takeovers. You want me to stand in front of people and talk? So I think that's all for this week. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you guys around again. Don't forget to thumbs up my video. Follow me on my channel. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Links are below. Don't forget to pick up your copy of Too Wyrd on Amazon in paperback and ebook. If you want a signed copy, you can get a hold of me through pretty much everywhere. I'm all over. I have no idea what they're thinking. Ah, my eyes! I think they love me. They wanna hear me talk. They wanna see me move. Do 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 do. They're just jealous of my dinosaur.